As expected, the Finland Premier Padel P2 was an opportunity to discover the new pairs in the men's circuit. In this tournament, 5 of the top 7 pairs were formed by duos never before seen in the Premier Padel circuit. Regarding the new pairs that debuted in this tournament, we have Yaguas and Stupatsuk, Cardona and Paquito, Garrido and Ruiz, Momo Gonzalez and Alonso, Di Neno and Lebron. These last two went on to win the tournament in a final against Nieto and Sanz, winning 7-5 and 6-3. In this tournament, we also saw the resurgence of LeBron on the left side of the court. 4 years ago, before his injury, Juan LeBron was the #1 player in the world, playing on the left side, and was considered one of the best players in the history in terms of skill level. The arm injury forced him to move to the right, where he continued to achieve interesting results and win tournaments. Although he never fully recovered his physical capabilities, he remained among the top players on the tour, whether alongside Galan or Paquito. 4 years later, after separating from his previous partners, he decided to team up with Di Neno, one of the current top players on the right, returning to his preferred left side. On paper, the association of these two players is a dream, and their goal is clearly to compete with the pair Chingalan and the pair Coelho and Tapia. In the first matches of the Finnish tournament, LeBron seemed determined to put an end to his mood swings, which is a good start. If he makes mistakes, he shows frustration and, above all, apologizes to his partner. In terms of play, he seems physically fit and confident. He chases a lot of balls in all areas, which may also have caused some misunderstandings with Di Neno. His activity on the court demonstrates his desire to make a strong comeback. If the chemistry between the two players prevails, we could very well move from 2 dominant pairs on the circuit to a dominant trio. Another pair that recently announced their association was Momo Gonzalez and Edu Alonso. It was almost no longer a secret, as the players had already performed well on the court. The two players first tested themselves at the FIP Platinum in Sardinia, then at the P2 in Finland. The results are encouraging. A victory certainly expected, but still important in Italy, followed by a semi-final in Finland. For the world's 19th ranked player, this is obviously excellent news and a great opportunity, as he is teaming up with Momo Gonzalez, the 12th ranked player in the world. The young Spaniard was desperately waiting for Momo's long-awaited yes, which finally came. Gabi Reca will be the coach of the duo. It was also recently announced that the Ruiz-Bergamini duo has ended. The rumor had been growing since the beginning of the summer, and now it is official. The Ruiz and Bergamini pair is separating after 2 years of competing together in tournaments. Victor Ruiz made an announcement on Twitter, suggesting that he was not behind this decision. He expressed his regret by saying, "We are at a time in our sport where we only seek immediate results, without patience, without thinking long-term, without giving time for projects to stabilize." They were also the longest-standing active pair in the international circuit. They started the year in 8th place in the FIP ranking, but they are now ranked 21st and 22nd place. In fact, 2024 hasn't brought them much luck, with their best result being the quarterfinals at the Geneva Premier Padel P2 in early July. However, Ruiz has already announced his new partner. Tino Libak, newly separated from Leo Augsburger, had 2 options available. Victor Ruiz on one side, Javi Ruiz on the other. 2 players with different profiles but with significant experience that could allow the young Tino to improve his game. Ultimately, Tino Libak chose Victor Ruiz. The 34-year-old Spaniard announced on his Instagram account the start of their collaboration for this second half of the season, which will begin at the end of August with the Madrid Premier Padel P1. Victor Ruiz and Tino Libak will now do everything to offer the best version of their partnership, especially since we can't say that their season has been brilliant so far. Victor Ruiz has yet to play at his best level, and Tino Libak, despite climbing more than 70 places in the rankings, is far from achieving as good a performance as last season.